Hello everybody on YouTube and NCAA basketball fans out there. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you the NCAA Final Four predictions. Well, you kind of noticed I'm kind of wearing our Red Sox World Series Championship hat right here. I'll explain that later. But anyways, going into this, the Final Four is here. I'm going to get you that. In the Final Four in the NCAA basketball tournament, Virginia, Auburn, Texas Tech, and Michigan State. The only clunker I didn't get in that was the Midwest region, which is Auburn, which who would have thunk Auburn would have gone to the Final Four, which this is Auburn's first Final Four in college basketball history for them. And Texas Tech is going into the Final Four for the first time too. So this is kind of interesting on both teams on that one. And Virginia Cavaliers, like I said, that was one of my picks too. And actually, Texas Tech was my wild card pick, so I was kind of good on that one. So anyways, going in, the Final Four for Virginia Tech, they'll be the first one since 1984, which is pretty interesting on that one. And of course, Michigan State, who is going to the Final Four for the first time since 2009, who have been the runner-up in the finals against North Carolina. So anyways, this is going to be an interesting ballpark in that one. I'm going to start off with the first Final Four, which is on April 6th, which the 6 o'clock one, which is Virginia and Auburn, which is going to be really a good one. And Auburn is the underdog in this one, I believe. Underdog by 5 last time I checked? I don't know. I got to double check that. So anyways, going into that game, it's going to be a seesaw battle, you know how upsets, go on, things like that, anything else. This could be a good opportunity for Auburn since their football team's been good. Everyone's been talking about how Auburn football is doing really well. This is going to be good for Auburn basketball to do some noise, to make it up from Auburn football last recent years because they couldn't beat Alabama and Nick Saban. So this is pretty good in their part on that one. So anyways, so what I'm saying to this one is anything could happen. Anything. But, but Virginia, they have a really high class basketball team. It's really hard to bet against them. But anyways, it's kind of tough in a way, but I think it's going to be a TP-toe battle or something like that, anywhere else and everything else. But anyways, going into this one, I really think Virginia's going to pull it off just a little bit right there. I think they're going to sneak it in there, sneak into the finals, and go in beat out the Virginia, and beat out Auburn, and get what they should have gotten last year. And be in the Final Four, which they got bumped out of the first round last year. So anyways, I believe Virginia is going to beat Auburn in this one. If I had to pick a score in this one, final score, Virginia Tech 70, Auburn 68. In the next game, Michigan State and Texas Tech. All right, Texas Tech going into their Final Four for the first time in their school history, as Michigan State is going in for the first time in 10 years. So going into this game, it's going to be at high expectations. I think Michigan State did what they needed to do against Duke. They pulled off the upset, which I kind of had a feeling about Duke, but that Duke is a high class team. Anyways. Going into this game, I think this is going to be a tough one. I think I would want to say Texas Tech, I told you, is the quiet team, like I told you. So anyways, I think going into that game, I think this is going to be a really, really tight game as well. I expect it to be a 5-point differential, which I think Michigan State's favored by 5 in this one, if I don't remember correctly. But anyways, going into this one, I expect a lot of dunking in this game, and now this is known by dunking in this game. And if whoever gets the most dunks in this game is going to win the game, which I think that's going to be belong to Michigan State on that one. How Texas Tech has been doing? They've been going to the free throw line. This is pretty good on their part. So if they can get all their free throws into a lot of them, and that they have a shot at that. So, anyways, I think going into this game, going into the Final Four in that one, I'm going to be watching both of them since I couldn't watch the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 over the weekend because I lost power, cable, internet, because that guy hit a telephone pole, so that was pretty much screwed up my part. But anyways, going into that, I think the favorite in this game, I think I would say Michigan in this one over Texas Tech, just by this much, which is not too much. So the final score in this game, Michigan State 75. Texas Tech, 70. Alright, here's my reason being. Baseball season. I mean, I'm in school right now, like I mentioned, but I'm doing school for journalism and sports broadcasting, things like that. But anyways, I was told I should learn all sports teams to do anything like that. You know, baseball's not really my favorite sport in the world, but, you know, I go to the games at Fenway Park and things like that, you know. Hey, why not? So I was like, why not? So anyways, I'll pick you the favorites who are going to win the division in early playoff mode, since I know there's already been 6 games already in the season. So anyways, let's kick things off in the AL East, one of the toughest divisions in baseball. Hate to break this to you, but I think the Yankees are going to take the AL East. I think the Red Sox streak in 7 straight divisions, I think, is 2017, 2018. I think it's going to end because the Yankees did a little stump while in there. I'll explain the wild card on that one. But anyways, I think the Yankees are going to take that division. Unfortunately, I'm going to hate that, but hey, what are you going to do? But anyways, Aaron Judge, high-power offense, and the good pitching rotation for the Yankees, they have a shot. Hate to say it. But anyways, I'm going into the AL Central right now. The Cleveland Indians. I think the Indians are going to take that division. Not by much, but I think they're going to get in there. So I think the Cleveland Indians are going to get that division. Lock that division up in the NL Central. And I'm not going to lie, I think the AL Central is going to be the worst team in baseball. Worst division in baseball, if I would say. But anyways, I think going into that division, I think Cleveland's going to have the favorite and going into that series. So anyways, I think Cleveland is going to take that series, that division. I think the Indians will get it. So anyways, long story short, I think Cleveland's going to be the AL Central champions over there. Okay, the NL West. I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to say the Houston Astros are going to be there. Come on, I'm not going to lie. The Houston Astros are the most dominant team right now recently. You know, when Dallas Clark in, you know, man, oh man. Well, I'm sorry, Dallas Clarkin's not in that team anymore. I thought he resigned. But anyways, Justin Verlander there, you know. You got Garrett Cole in there. Yeah, anyways, their bullpen has been really outstanding. Like, I think in their closer, Roberto Alasta. Ooh. Yeah, anyways, going in the infielders, yeah, Jose Altuve, you know, and of course you go to the outfield like George Springer, jeez, and Tony Kemp, and Yolali Garley, ooh, damn, you know. But even though I had a little bit of disrespect at what he did in the World Series, I think it was Yali got about the Houston Astros who got like a suspension in the World Series or things like that, you know. I think it was Yoli Garland who did that racist thing, you know. It was kind of like, not really crazy about that idea. But anyways, that was a couple of years ago. You got to move on. And for outfielders, you got Josh Reddick in there, which he's trying to make a comeback out of those drug problems he's been doing. So anyways, going into that, I think Houston is going to be a high dominant team. And don't forget, though, I mean, they have a little injury bug right now, but like Brian Abreu's out, you know, things like that. And I think most of them are in the minor league roster right now. So, anyways, I think Houston's going to be our most dominant team. I think they're going to look for redemption from last year. So, I think Houston going to be in there. And the NL East. This is a toss-up. I mean, this is going to be one of the other toughest divisions in baseball. I mean, the toughest division in the National League, I think. So, I think going into the favorite in this one, Philadelphia. Reason why, Bryce Harper. And he's going to be the key momentum in that one. And he got Gabe Kapler as a manager. Even though he collapsed last year, which is not really his fault. He didn't really have a lot of players to help him out. But he's going to turn that team around. So I definitely think it's going to be helping him out on that one. Anyways, I'm going into this one. I think the other team who may have a shot in the NL Central right now, which I already picked. I think the Philadelphia Phillies are going to get it. The team may possibly get it. I'm going to say Milwaukee. I'm not going to lie. Milwaukee surprised me last year. I think they're going to do well again this year. So, I'm not going to lie to you on that one, you know. And, of course, Christian Yelich, last year's NL MVP, who is definitely going to do some damage with them. If there's a team that can beat Chicago Cubs, it's Milwaukee. So, I'm definitely going to take Milwaukee in the NL Central on this one. So, anyways, I like Milwaukee going into this one. Anyways, the NL West. I'm gonna say the team is gonna take the NL West again. The Dodgers. And I'm gonna say this. Dave Roberts is a good manager, but playoff time, not so much. But this is his last chance of getting this. If he doesn't make the playoffs or loses the playoffs again, he's out of there. So anyways, I like the Dodgers in this one going in to take the NL West. I think the NL West is going to be a really good team. It's going to be the Dodgers in the World Series. But there's got a little question about Clayton Kershaw's back a little bit. And Hugh Darvish. I'm going to say that. So I'm going to say that. And, of course, and the Dodgers require Joe Kelly. So, yeah, sorry about that. But anyways, I really think the Dodgers still have a shot at this. I mean, once Clayton Kershaw comes back from injury, I think there's going to be a lot going on with them. And don't forget the outfielders, too. Yeah, and infielders, David Freese, who still has a lot left in his prime, and Cody Bellinger, who is still pretty a decent guy. I'm not going to lie with that. So anyways, I think the Dodgers are going to clinch that division. So in NL West. It's going to be a tough division, so I'm not going to lie. So anyways, so that's where I think who are going to win the divisions. I'll give you the wild cards and early playoff predictions. Okay, AL wild card. My Boston Red Sox. I'm not going to lie. We lost a lot in our bullpen, so that's why I think we're going to get the wild card spot in this one. Anyways, on the other wild card team who I'm thinking I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to stick with my gut with this one. I don't know why I'm going to do that, but anyways, my gut, I think I'm going to take the Minnesota Twins. I don't know why. Last I heard, the best prospects in baseball right now are the Minnesota Twins. So I'm going to say Minnesota's going to take the other wild card spot. So I think that my Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins are going to be the AL wild card. The National League wild card. The team I think was going to take the wild card, I think it's going to be the New York Mets. I really think the Mets are going to do something with this. I think the Mets are going to be a team no one's been talking about. They're going to be a low-profile team. I think that nobody's like, don't forget about us, guys. Don't forget about us. So I think they're going to do something, and they're going to get the wild card spot. And I think the second wild card spot is going to be the Colorado Rockies. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking not the Rockies, on the Padres. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Manny Machado, going to the National League. I know it's hard to go to the American League, National League, and National League to American League, but I think Manny Machado can slender that. So I think Manny Machado is going to do some damage with them, help the San Diego Padres out, and bring some Padres some cheering up after they lost the Chargers. You never know. You never know. So anyways, let's get on with the early playoff predictions. Alright, though, now we get to the AL playoff predictions. Wild card, Minnesota and Boston. So anyways, going into that game, that one-game playoff, I don't know where it's going to be. But anyways, I think my Red Sox are going to take it with Mookie Betts, JD Martinez going in there, now Xander Bogaerts, who's just got an extension. Woo, they have a big, powerful lineup in there. That's going to help them out. So anyways, I think the wild card guys are going to be in there. Then, who do they face? The Houston Astros, the rematch of the ALCS. And I think Houston is going to take some redemption from my Boston Red Sox. I hate to say that. And they're going to go beat my Red Sox and go to the ALCS. Whoever they're going to play, the Yankees and the Cleveland Indians in the NLDS in that one. I think the Yankees are going to take that one if they're going to win that. I don't know how many series is going to go into that. So I think the Yankees are going to get that, and they're going to have the rematch of 2 years ago for the ALCS. Who's going to come out on top of that one in that ALCS if that happens again? Houston again. I think Houston's a big dominant team in baseball. They're going to be a dynasty, I think. I see that coming. So anyways, I think Houston is going to be the team to go to the the ALCS, excuse me. So here you go, the ALCS winners. The league champions will be the Houston Astros, I think. Let's get it on. Like I mentioned, the two wildcard teams I picked, the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. Going into that, it's going to be a mixed martial arts on that one, I think. I think San Diego is going to go into the wild card, move on to face on the, hate to tell you this, the LA Dodgers. Oh, yeah, I think it's going to be the Dodgers going into that one. Going into that game, I think it's going to be the Dodgers in the NLCS again in that NLDS. I think they're going to be the Dodgers going into that one. Go back to the NLCS and face the winner of the other NLDS, who I think is going to be the Brewers. Well, I should have said Cubbies, which I think they still need a little more work. But, anyways, I think the Cubs are good. Not the Cubs, I mean the team, the Milwaukee Brewers and who was the other one I picked? Oh, yeah, the Philadelphia Phillies. I think the Phillies are going to beat them. I think, no doubt about that. Milwaukee is going to go in there. I think, to be honest with you, Milwaukee I don't think they'll stand a chance. Christian Yeltsin's really good, but he has no chance if they have Bryce Harper on your team. So, anyways, I like Philadelphia going into that one. They're going to be going on to face the Dodgers in that, I think. Those are the two prospects in the NLCS. If that's the case, who am I going to pick on that one? Phillies and Dodgers? I'm going to say this. I think the Philadelphia Phillies are going to take that NLCS. They're going to be the NLCS champions. Winner, the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. I think they're going to be in the World Series on that one. And I think who's going to come out on top? I like Houston that one. Houston has a great ball player right there. So I think if I'm going to pick a World Series winner, I think my early prediction is going to be the Houston Astros. There you go. Hope you enjoyed my MLB predictions. I'm going to be doing a little bit more on that. So, anyways, let's continue. Great. Early MVP things. NL MVP. Bryce Harper. I mean, not going to lie. I think Bryce Harper needed to get out of the Nationals. I think they're going to prove a point on that one. So I like Bryce Harper getting the NL MVP in this one. AL MVP. Hate to tell you that. Aaron Judge. I think Aaron Judge is going to get it. He's a young guy. Definitely has a shot at it. I think he's finally going to beat Mike Trout in that. Last year was Mookie Betts. I think Aaron Judge is going to get it. So there you go. Anyways, for NL Cy Young Award, I think it's going to go to Max Scherzer from the Washington Nationals. I think the Nationals need some light and cheering up after Bryce Harper left. So I think Max Scherzer will help him out. So I think the Nationals, Max Scherzer will help out the Nationals to get the Cy Young winner for that. Anyways, Cy Young Award winner from the AL side, from the Boston Red Sox, Chris Sale. Look, I know he had a slump in that one, but I think he's going to pick up as the season goes along, and I think he's going to be doing all right. So I'm not going to worry about it. He had an injury before that, and he declined in the second half. I think he's going to look for a redemption for that. So anyways, I like Chris Sale to get that MVP award for Cy Young Award. Manager of the Year. For the AL side, I like Rocco Baldelli from the Minnesota Twins, because I think he's going to help out the Minnesota Twins really well. He's going to help get them into the wild card playoff, and he's going to get there. So I like Rocco Baldelli to get the MVP, Manager of the Year from the NL Manager side. And for the National League side for Manager of the Year, I like Mickey Callaway from the New York Mets, because I think he's going to help out the Mets out to get a little wild card spot and everything like that. And he looks like a good guy to work for. So I think he's going to be doing some really well. And he's a guy who works for Terry Francona, so you never know. Some people out of the Terry Francona tree has been really well. He had a decent success. John Farrell, which I know he didn't really do much. He got with that one World Series ring. But still, you never know. You never know. So anyways, I don't know too much about the rookie campaign, but I will say this. One rookie I'm keeping an eye on this year, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr., who played for the Expos and Angels, Texas, and later in Baltimore. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on him, see how he does for Toronto. So let's see how that one turns out. And yeah, the NL rookie I'm going to keep an eye on is Victor Robles, who are from the National League, from the Washington Nationals, who I think he's replacing Bryce Harper in right field, if I remember correctly. So anyways, I'm going to definitely keep an eye on him. He's going to have a tough act to follow on that one. So anyways, I think that's going to be, that will wrap up my MLB early predictions on that one. Hope you enjoy it. I might do more baseball season as the season rolls along in the second half of the year. See what's going on with that. So anyways, I will come back for the NCAA Finals predictions and the Stanley Cup Finals playoff predictions and the NBA playoff predictions as well. So stay tuned for that before all this comes back. So anyways, this is Andrew Warren signing off, saying peace and enjoy your NCAA Final Four predictions. The NCAA Final Four. So hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys all soon.